I think you all were able to really find in that fourth quarter to finally get some momentum. I guess it started at the end of the third quarter, to get the win tonight.
Yeah, about a 5-6 minute stretch of, in the third, last 2.5, 3 minutes, and the first 2.5, 3 of the fourth. Really played with the effort, and, it just felt like every time we had a good possession, we'd have a breakdown, a backdoor offensive rebound that killed us on the glass in general. But just one mistake, someone falling asleep. So it felt like for that 5-6 minute stretch there, we were solid. Played with the right effort. You can feel it and see it, the difference, and flipped from about -7 to +7.
With Sengun being 15 of 17 from the field, just what did you like about his kind of dominance and efficiency tonight?
Yeah, it was aggressiveness. I think, he was trying to make the right play, and they felt like they were going to guard him one-on-one. They went after him more last time we played him, and put him in some open spacing where he got downhill, got to his shots, but, played through some foul trouble early. Had to guard some guys off ball and stayed aggressive on offense.
Coach, there was a point, going back to what you said, the 3 minutes in the third quarter where you played, I think, 4 defenders, Josh, Amen, Tari, and I think Dorian, and then you played either Alpi or
with Kevin.
Just in terms of the aggression and the switchability of that group, what did you like about that pairing?
Yeah, it changed it up a little bit. We had played zone a little bit and some traditional coverage, and like I said, it was a breakdown multiple times. Where there was one person, kind of losing their man or whatever, and so wanted to switch everything, give it a different look. We feel Dorian and Jay Sean and Tari and some of those guys can guard Jackson Jr. and body up with him and take away their other actions. And so, like I said, it was just too much dribble penetration, a breakdown here, a breakdown there. Really wanted to put some great defenders out there, be solid, and that's what flipped the game.
Coach, when you talked about some of the lapses sometimes that happen, I guess that's the inconsistency that you want to move past. What do you think that comes from, and how do you guard against that?
Yeah, so we're big on KYP, knowing your personnel. We're closing out on some average to below average shooters, not helping off of certain guys, and then tendencies. Jaren Jackson, a guy that wants to get left every time, and point of contact has to be much higher than the free throw line. We were touching him in the paint most of the time. He gets to a shot too easy. So just all the things with, personnel-based things that we talk about and show on film, and just too many lapses with that. When we get it right, we get stops.
And at the end of the game, it seemed like LP and KD were really able to use each other's gravity to create good shots. What did you like about the possessions you were able to have offensively to close the game out?
Yeah, they mixed it up. They had some favorable matchups. We had Aldama on Alpi, so he could get to a spot and kind of overpower him. And then they started playing the two-man game, inverted pick and roll and traditional pick and roll with those guys. And because they don't want to leave Kevin's body out, he's able to get downhill a little bit, and Kevin popped out and got those slip-out threes, and vice versa. So worked well together. Both draw a lot of attention and didn't really get other shots, but those two working together was really good at the end.
With Alperen, he said in his postgame interview that he has not played like himself in the last bit. This was his most scoring output since December 15th. What looked different about his game tonight?
He made shots. He's been getting really good looks, deep post position. He's missed some shots as the rest of our team has in this stretch, and so it looks very different when you make those shots. Obviously, 15 for 17 is a huge number, but he's getting really good looks that, quite frankly, our whole team has been missing some of their open looks. Guys, 5, 6, 7 guys that we feel comfortable with doing that, and went with that 5 tonight. But you got Jay Sean as well, and Reed was in the mix for a minute, but we like to have those 5 lengthy defenders out there.